You've been labelled the corner kings after your efforts this season. What do you make of that and how it's been taken?
Well, we want to be the kings of everything. On set pieces, the best in the world. High press, the best in the world. Attacking open spaces, the best in the world. Best atmosphere in the stadium and the best. The best at everything. Before it was about we didn't score enough. We were soft defending. We didn't have mentality.
It's just funny to Arteta. Before the complaints, we were not scoring enough. We were soft defending. We don't have mentality.
We weren't physical enough.
We were not physical enough. That was the complaint before. But now, today, they are complaining that we are too physical. The people that said we are not physical enough, we make Arteta go bring in the giants, the physical bulldozers. They came here. Now the same people that complain that we weren't physical enough are now complaining that we are too physical. Make it make sense.
We could not challenge the top teams. 22 years, 17 years, 20 years without winning away from home in big matches. We want to be the best at everything. We want to have the best academy, the best individual development for players, the best of the best. Recruit the best players, best coaches. That's the aim.
Man, apart from this particular Arteta's interview, there's also one analysis I saw on CBS Sports, and one of their analysts there gave a very objective analysis against this narrative of, Arsenal set pieces. The man was like, Arteta looks for a new way to evolve football. Pep Guardiola came to the EPL and brought tiki-taka style. He brought it from La Liga. He brought it here. Now everybody's trying to play out from the back. Everybody's doing inverted left back, coming to the midfield, put extra man, overload the boxes, play 3-2-4-1, all those kind of formations. Now Arteta is going to take it a step further. Now everybody's trying to implement Arteta's set piece. Everybody's trying to hire a set piece coach. In fact, I would like you to listen to this CBS analyst.
And Arsenal did waste a record amount of time for their standards yesterday. But it's football, man. Like, listen.
Where do people grab these statistics from? How does someone...
No, but this is how they talk. This is how they talk gibberish. Now, the last guy who did the last corner, just wait for that beautiful analysis.
I don't know, but it's like out there with like official stats. So like I'm not making it up. It's not like an aggregator account or a fan account that's trying to knock Arsenal. Listen, I'm curious to hear what you guys want to say because I'm trying to balance this out from a non-Arsenal perspective.
Okay. Who's Arsenal?
Are Arsenal?
I've never supported them in my life.
What are you talking about?
Are Arsenal fun to watch at this point? As a neutral, no.
Who cares?
Does it matter to Arsenal fans? Absolutely not. It's not their prerogative to entertain us. Their prerogative is to win the Premier League. Win some sort of major title, right? In the Champions League and the Premier League. And where I sympathize, at least, I come from, at least my understanding, my football philosophy, if you will, win at any cost. Not at all costs, at any cost. Do what you can. And if muddying up the game and making it dirty and getting down into a dogfight and ugly 1-0s is your most tangible way to a title,
well, you got.
I think the first one we need to do is applaud a manager who understood in terms of the direction the league was going. Because let's be honest, Pep Guardiola has dominated this league for the better part of a decade, right? Has showcased a style of football that has revolutionized the way that we look at it. Teams weren't playing out from the back the way that they were. Goalkeepers weren't involved in the way that they were. They weren't making extra players, the midfielders being an extra man in both in defence and now being able to progress between the lines. Before Pep came, bought what was a prototype in Spain and brought it to England and made it the standard. Now I watch League One, I watch League Two, and I'm seeing players that haven't got the ability to do so, trying to play that way. So you could do one of two things in sport. And I always say this, right? I cover 3 sports. I cover basketball, I cover boxing, I cover football. When you go into any fight as a boxer, I can fight you at your game or I can fight you at my game. And how Mikel Arteta, who is someone who's been in that camp, said, okay, I could sit here and I could try to build a team the Pep way and try to beat him at his own game, which he has mastered, or I could revolutionise football and take in a completely different direction. And I think even Pep has made adjustments on what he's seen from Mikel Arteta.
That adjustment is saying Pep has made is when Pep came to the Emirates Stadium and Pep did something he has never done for the first time in a long while. Playing a low block. Have you ever seen Pep set up a low block? Just like saying Barcelona wants to go and play somebody, Barca is set up in a low block style. I've never seen it happen. One day it will happen. Barca will be pushed to the wall and Barca will play a low block. Pep were leading 1-0. Make it make sense. They were already leading. They now decided to go and play low block. That is evolution. That is evolving. You get understanding that you can't always use one style all the time to win games. You have to improvise. During that time, they were asking Pep players, "Why did you play low block?" They say, "We don't even know why. Like we didn't really plan it." That's what they were saying. John Stones and Co. We didn't really plan it. The vibe, like the heat was too much. The firepower from Arsenal, it was too much. We couldn't enjoy it. We had to just. Sometimes, some teams don't plan to come to the Emirates Stadium and come and play low block. It is the intensity from Arsenal. It will force you to play a low block style. Have you forgotten when we went to Parc the Princes, PSG, Champions League away? I cannot forget. PSG played low block first 20, 25, 30 minutes. Low block. All thanks to Donnarumma. If not, all those shots from Trossard, Martinelli, Odegaard, Baba. So that's just the way it is. Let me continue the video.
Heard an incredible quotation this week. Set pieces have now become a part of the game the same way that the NBA had to revolutionize when the three-point line was done. It's because football changes, football evolves. Yeah. And to reflect on what you said, as much as we want to sit here and talk about Arsenal's time wasting and their management, I can promise you there's a whole bunch of Italian managers from the 90s when Serie A was the dominant league across Europe that is sitting at home smiling saying that was incredible game management for a game that could have been incredibly difficult. Away at Brighton, this is the same Brighton team that's taken 4 points off City this year. Away at Brighton has historically been a difficult game in the Premier League, and they went there and they managed it in the best way they could. They took the crowd out of the game, they managed the expectations, and they put themselves in the positions to be successful. As far as I'm concerned, that's what champions do.
100.